MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2018 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. Focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game. Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And he misses with it, 1-1. Weather, not much of a factor for Game 2. 71 degrees, our first pitch temperature. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
The count is 1-2.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Got him to go down swinging there. Xander Bogaerts goes down for the first out of the game. Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Past history with Mike Clevenger, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stop.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Eduardo Rodriguez is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
At the plate,
Indians,
Jacob Stanton.
the
He'll lead
designated
things
hitter,
off here in the bottom half of the first.
Stanton.
Too high.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, Javier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Baez will head for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Center fielder, Christian.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and up next the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. We are still scoreless. Here's J.D. Martinez. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 5 for 7. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
That is it. The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And he'll step off. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this.
Ramirez is up with it. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
That is it.
In now, Steve Pierce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, Eduardo.
Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's 1-0 Boston. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love. And as you see it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. At the plate, Tyler Naquin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And it's a productive first out as that runner is able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Batting 7.
Nick Castellanos now. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Scorched to third. Nunez is up with it. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across. So stepping in, Roberto Perez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Bogarts moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Jordan Luplow. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. Coming to the plate now, Jacob Stanton, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, now the throw. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Benintendi. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll get in there safely. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Here's Javier Baez. He swings and lines it to left. And that'll get down out there. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. High and deep to right center. On the move is Betts. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We played 2 full. The Tribe lead this one 4-1. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And it's 1-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Jackie Bradley Jr. becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Yelich playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
In now, Jose Ramirez. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out.
The right fielder,
and so 30, with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next it'll be Tyler Naquin. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Brock Holt. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punts. So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled off. Four to 1 our score as we play inning number 4. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe.
Oh, and he misses it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
That's a strike. The throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
Here's the 0-1. Slow little roller to third. Ramirez gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. They trail it 4-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nicholas Castellanos reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Roberto Perez.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Bradley is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Jordan Luplow. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box, Jacob Stanton. Pitch is popped up. Pierce over to his left. 2 gone. Into the box now, Javier Baez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said it's just unacceptable how often they're striking out looking in this game. It's not something they're willing to live with, so they're trying to emphasize more of an ambush approach early in the at-bats to avoid falling behind at the count.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
To 1-2 now. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. Hops this one up. Baez waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Thank you, Heidi. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep onto the home run porch and gone. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. His 2nd home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
A windup and the 0-1. Fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row.
Right
To
fielder,
be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Nicholas Castellanos. Previously against Carlos Rodon, he's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. This is flared out towards second. There's one. On to Pierce. It's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 7 and the Red Sox 1. Standing in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. His first homer so far in the series, and it's a 7-2 game now.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He pulls this one into right. Naquin is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Digging in, Brock Holt. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Indians 7 and the Red Sox 2. Digging in once again, Roberto Perez. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
The catcher, Roberto Perez.
And he fouls this one off. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Swihart is after it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jordan Luplow.
Jordan.
He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Jacob Stanton. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here's another 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
In now for Cleveland, Javier Baez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he's back easily. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Back goes Betts. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2. But before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for Boston, the right fielder.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Count remains at 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The next 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location in the big key. With 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in now, J.D. Martinez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. That's by him for strike 1. The 1-2. Now a swing and a soft liner, but foul. The 1-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Luplow is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. It's the Indians 7 and the Red Sox 2. Ryan Brazier gets the call from the home 7th.
Number 70.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
High and deep to right. Back goes Betts. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as it's now a 6-run ball game. Watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the background for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
1-0 the count. The pitch. Popped up. Holt is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Joe Kelly.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Bogarts over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 10.
So striding forward now, Nicholas Castellanos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. He's set. Here it comes. There's a two-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with two men out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Bradley at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So two runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Eighth inning coming up. The Indians lead it 9-2. Here's Steve Pearce now. We're in the eighth now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Yelich going back to the track, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Next for the Red Sox.
Ready now, Eduardo Nunez. No hits to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Bradley Jr.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Indians 9. Tyler Thornburg enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Tyler Thornburg.
At the plate, Roberto Perez, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Jordan Luplow. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Popped up. Schweihart moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the bunks. Jacob Stanton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be
belted high in the air out to left. Benintendi ranging back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. One more. Adam Simber comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now at the plate, Blake Schweihart. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Now batting.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Bogarts, the runner at second with one away. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that misses, ball 1. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2. Last strike now for the Red Sox.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. Ready with the 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy in the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cleveland Indians earn the win and move on to 2-0 in the division series. Mike Clevenger is the winning pitcher of record. Eduardo Rodriguez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base.